Hey guys, it's Sage here, and of course I reviewed the M16A3 in my last video, and I taught you a tactic, well not taught you, but I showed you a tactic called mag dumping, or just dumping your mag into the enemy. So right now I'm going to show you how this works. So we're going to do some control shots. This is the M16A3 without any attachments at all, and we're going to do some controls. Alright. This is full auto fire without controlling the recoil. We're gonna start there. Alright, it goes up and to the right. Now we're gonna do full auto fire while controlling the recoil. Nice little spread right there. It's still in the center. This guy's almost dead. Well, he's pretty much dead. Right there, you missed him already. Now we're going to do burst firing with the M16A3 while not controlling the recoil. Goes pretty much straight up and a little bit to the right. Straight up and a little bit to the right while using burst fire and not controlling the recoil. Now we're going to control the recoil while using burst firing. Alright. He's dead. He's pretty much dead. But remember, this is almost like maybe 10 feet, maybe 15 feet away. Now, I'm going to come back and use the heavy barrel. Heavy barrel only with any type of sight I want, so I'm probably going to choose the Cobra. And then we're going to do some more control shots. Of course, these control shots are just for the M16A3 without any attachments at all. So I'm going to be back. Alright, hey you guys, I am back, and I am using the Cobra sight and the heavy barrel. So now we're going to do some control shots while using the heavy barrel. This is going to be full auto fire without controlling any recoil at all. So compare this one to the one I'm about to create. Full auto fire. There we go. Now compare those two. I think this one is a lot tighter because the heavy barrel increases the accuracy and pretty much eliminates all bullet deviation from spreading out. So when compared to this one, at longer ranges, this one is going to kill a lot faster using the heavy barrel, of course. So now we're going to use burst fire while using the heavy barrel, not controlling any recoil at all, like last time. Alright, and if you look here, this is the one I made earlier without the heavy barrel, and this is the one I did with the heavy barrel. So they look pretty much the same, but I think this one's a lot closer together. Of course, it doesn't rise as much as this one. So using the heavy barrel and doing semi-automatic fire, well not semi-automatic fire, but burst firing, I think is a lot better for you because it's going to be a lot tighter, but of course it's going to go up if you don't control the recoil, of course. Now we're going to do the same thing. But with using the with controlling the recoil, of course, this is going to be burst firing. Burst firing, controlling the recoil on the M16A3 with the heavy barrel. Look at this. This is a lot tighter together than this was. Much more tight. There's no bullet deviation because whenever you burst fire, if you reset your bullet deviation, you reset firing the weapon every single time you burst fire. So of course there's no bullet deviation. It's not going to go off into different directions, and it's not going to harm your accuracy, especially while using the heavy barrel. The heavy barrel increases your accuracy. Of course there's more recoil, but it increases your accuracy. So I think this one is a poor. They're both pretty much dead, but at longer ranges this is going to help you a lot better. Alright, so of course we're gonna do full automatic fire with the heavy barrel on this side while controlling the recoil also. Alright. Now look at this right here. Of course it increases the recoil, but I think they're pretty much the same. Let's try again because I think that was a bad batch. Let's try again right here. No, pretty much the same. Alright, so yeah, almost pretty much the same. So of course when you're doing full automatic fire while controlling the recoil, it does increase your accuracy. As you can see, there's a lot, it deviates a little bit over here, but a lot of the shots enter the very center inside. All these shots in the center. All over here, they're all pretty much spread out, and they're not that centered right here. There's only one shot in the center, a couple of shots spread out pretty much. So there's a lot of bullet deviation over here also. Now, as you can see, using the heavy barrel will definitely increase your accuracy and make your gun very deadly. The M16A3, personally, it's very deadly with the heavy barrel. Most people just use the heavy barrel with the covert sight, but if you like burst firing, I suggest using the foregrip, and we will test that next. So I'll be right back, you guys. Hey you guys, I'm back, and I am using the M16 with the heavy barrel, covert sight, and a foregrip. Now, it looks like I have run out of room for my testing, so I am going to move over here and fire at the opposite wall so I can show you what it is that we're dealing with. Alright, we're going to do fully automatic fire with the foregrip and the heavy barrel. No controlled recoil. Alright, so you compare this line to over here. Full auto fire. No controlled recoil, and I think this one is a lot farther spread out. You know why that is? Because the foregrip adds a lot of well, it takes away a lot of accuracy that the heavy barrel gives you. Using a foregrip will eliminate side-to-side recoil. Well, not eliminate, but very easily control the side-to-side recoil, with the disadvantage of making your shots less accurate at longer ranges. And as you can see from over here, this one's a lot tighter together, a lot tighter grouped, and this line over here is a lot more spread out to side to side. That's because of the foregrip. Lose a lot of accuracy with the foregrip, but gain some recoil control. Now we're gonna do burst firing with the foregrip, full auto. Well, not full auto, burst firing with the foregrip, not controlling the recoil. It might be hard to see, but this is pretty much a straight line on the billboard. A straight line of shots right here. Let's try this again on this part of the billboard. Maybe you won't be able to see that. I don't know if you'll be able to see that, so let's try again. So again, straight line. A little bit to the right, but a straight line. Using the foregrip and burst firing pretty much resets all the accuracy loss that you're going to obtain while using the foregrip. Heavy barrel, foregrip, burst firing equals win. This is compared to this one. Well, not that one. That's the line. This is compared to this one. Alright? This one deviates a lot more to the right than that one does. You know why? Because the foregrip eliminates most of the side-to-side recoil, so you won't be going all the way up and right. You won't be doing that as much as you would be here, and as you would be here. So let's try this again, controlling the recoil, and let's do it over here. Controlling the recoil, full auto fire. Now, as you can see with full auto fire, it's not grouped together as much as, say, the control test over here. That is control test without any heavy barrel, and that is control test with a heavy barrel. There are a lot in the center, but in this one there's not as much in the center. They're all pretty much spread out. So you're gonna lose, like I said, accuracy if you're doing full auto with the foregrip. Foregrip will give you a loss of accuracy. Let's try this again while burst firing, and let's do this over here. Nope, not gonna work. So I ran out of space, you guys. Oh, over here. Okay. Alright. Burst fire. Burst fire, controlled recoil. Death machine. Foregrip, heavy barrel, any type of sight you want. Death machine. This guy's dead. Let's try this again so I can show you again, so you won't think I'm like messing around with you. It's a hack or something. Look at that. This guy's dead. Let's try this again. Again. Center shots. The game isn't registering bullets anymore. It's just giving you, because it's so tightly grouped together. This guy's dead. The foregrip, heavy barrel, burst fire. It's a laser. Nobody's gonna survive that. Nobody would ever survive that, no matter at how long of a distance. Of course, using the foregrip, you're gonna lose some accuracy at long distance. But whenever you reset, whenever you burst fire, every single time you start to burst, it resets your recoil and it resets the bullet deviation. So it's gonna be as accurate as a first shot from use from the M16. So my suggestion is use the foregrip with burst fire and any type of sight you want. Foregrip, heavy barrel, burst fire, any type of sight you want. And if you burst fire, it's going to be a lot better than using just the heavy barrel and any type of sight you want and just doing full auto. It's deadly. Two best attachments for the M16. I will suggest using the heavy barrel and any type of sight you want if you want to do full auto. If you want to do full auto, it's going to be a lot better for you. Full auto is going to look like a lot like this. Spread out. I can't even... Where is it? Right here. This is not much bullet deviation. Burst fire. It's a little bit spread out. That one's a bit spread out. That's just heavy barrel with foregrip and full auto. Oh, I messed up. Alright, let me try this again. Tightly grouped. Tightly grouped. This guy's dead. So those are my suggestions, you guys.